The story of the Magi captivates our attention because these three astrologers and astronomers sought both a scientific and religious truth in the night sky. St. Gregory the Great commented, "When the King of Heaven was born, the heavens knew that he was God, because they immediately sent forth a star. The sea knew him, because it allowed him to walk upon it. The earth knew him, because it trembled when he died. The sun knew him, because it hid the rays of its light at the crucifixion." In other words, if lesser forms of creation can recognize Christ, can we? Since Epiphany is both a scientific and spiritual journey, what can we modern magi find in the cosmos to point us to God? Our universe started 14 billion years ago with a bang. The Big Bang is what the leading theory is called. This theory originated in 1927 by the Belgian priest, astronomer, and physicist named Father Georges Lemaître. Father Lemaître's theory was confirmed 2 years later by the American astronomer Dr. Edwin Hubble, who visibly measured our expanding universe. Father Lemaître said the universe and all existence started from a single point, where it exploded into existence. This released intense heat that eventually cooled as the universe expanded rapidly. The cooling process allowed protons, neutrons, and electrons to form. Giant clouds of these primordial elements were gathered by gravity into stars and galaxies. In the Milky Way, clouds of gas and dust were pulled together by gravity into a huge spinning disk. As the disk spun, it separated into rings. The center became a star that we call the Sun. The outer rings of gas and molten material cooled and formed the planets about 4.5 billion years ago. The improbable portion of our creation comes when we consider how Earth became suitable for intelligent life. For our planet to be inhabitable, we needed numerous factors. Earth's distance from the Sun had to be perfect, and its orbit circular, not elliptical, or temperatures would be extreme as we went further and closer to the Sun. A volcanic planet produced the right gases for our atmosphere. A magnetic field protects us from harmful solar radiation. We needed a balance of water and land, and for continents to be spread out in a way to prevent too many deserts or polar regions. Our planet's rotation had to be stable to obtain seasons and distribution of rain. The moon orbiting us controls the tides in our oceans, and the list goes on. Our God-given perfect conditions on Earth are not just hard to find in other parts of the universe. They are a statistical improbability. Can it be just a coincidence that there are so many coincidences that led to us being here? Someone, for some reason, carefully orchestrated all that we see in creation. That's who the Magi were seeking, and so should we. For St. John Paul II said, "Men and women are on a journey of discovery, which is humanly unstoppable, a search for the truth, and a search for a person to whom they might entrust themselves." Everything in creation points to God. The Magi recognized this, and so did St. Paul, who wrote, "Ever since the creation of the world, his invisible attributes have been able to be understood and perceived in what he has made." The immense vastness and beauty of the universe points to the vastness and beauty of our God. The Catechism states, "God speaks to us through the visible creation, and all the beauty of creation reflects the infinite beauty of the Creator." This is all fascinating, but do you know what the most important thing that God has created is? It is the human race. We know this because God created us in His image, made covenants with us. God was born into our world as one of us, and died for us. Also, we are held in existence because our God is thinking of us right now. For the Book of Wisdom asks, "How could a thing remain unless you willed it, or be preserved had it not been called forth by you?" That's the good news of salvation. The Church, like the Magi, is on a search for the truth behind the goodness and beauty of creation. For Father Georges Lemaitre said, God is the one who gave us the mind to understand him and to recognize a glimpse of his glory in our universe.